Hello and welcome to part 153 of Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. When we left off, we were talking about how there were only 9 bodies in the battle lab instead of the 10 that have been killed. So, one of the bodies disappeared? I've got it! The Puppet Master disposed of one of the bodies to get rid of evidence. If he were going to do that, he would have gotten rid of the body connected to this case, Mikuru Kusaba's. But her corpse was still there. So, whose body's missing? Actually, there isn't a missing body at all. If nothing's missing, then why don't the numbers match up? During Monokuma's execution, 10 murders have taken place. However, there were only 9 victims. That's why. That doesn't make any sense. How could there be less victims than there were than people who were killed? 10 murders took place, but only 9 people fell victim. Why? What could have caused it to happen? Obviously, this is the answer. What if the same person was murdered twice? Huh? Murdered twice? Of the 10 deaths that have occurred, one of those was the murder of someone who had been killed once already. Someone who was already got killed again. If that's the case, then there would only be 9 victims despite there having been 10 murders. Well, yeah, but that's quite probable. In fact, that's exactly what happened. It sounds like you not only know that, but also who was killed a second time. Of course, it is Mikuru Kusaba. In other words, just before being killed as Mikuru Kusaba, she was killed as someone else. And that explains why, before we found her body in the garden, it has been stored in the biolab. No, that couldn't be. There's no way Mikuru Kusaba was killed as someone else. Anyway, who is this someone else? The cause of death should tell you everything you need to know. I won't tell you nothing. After all, it's just your crazy fantasy, Kirigiri. Non-stop debate. Monokuma can you please stop doing this? I'm assuming it's the stab wounds that I've got to use evidence. Do you think Mikuru Kusaba was killed as someone else? What? Was that someone Saka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Iwata? Kiyotaka Shimaru? I can never pronounce his name right. Hifumi Yamada? Celestia What's-Her-Face? Or could it be Sakuragami? No. Someone getting killed twice is just ridiculous. No, of course, I just wanted to run through that really quick, just so that it didn't look pretty similar. Well, someone else died too, isn't it? And that person was Junko Enoshima. What? That hurts. But I know who it is. God dang it. Oh my god, seriously? I don't want to slow that down, motherfucker. So do I have to shoot Junko with that, or do I have to shoot that with Junko? There we go. See, I knew it was Junko. Because she had all the stab wounds, you know? It just showed me that it had all the stab wounds. Bloody hell. Score, 82 points. Hey. Oh, come on, you knew I was right. Motherfucker. Junko Enoshima. The wounds that killed her, and the wounds that killed Mikuru Kusaba are fairly similar, aren't they? What do you mean by similar? What I mean by similar is the same. I don't like that animation, really. What I'm saying is, Enoshima was impaled by a whole bunch of spears, and that's how she died. Mikuru Kusaba's cause of death was the large number of wounds covering her body. Junko Enoshima's cause of death was the large number of spears piercing her body. They aren't just similar, they're the same. Yes, and they're the only two causes of death so eerily identical. For that reason, I believe that those two bodies belong to the same person. So what you're saying is, the discured body of Junko Enoshima was preserved in the biolab, and then after nearly 3 weeks it was taken out again, and appeared before us as Mikuru Kusaba. The pieces fit, don't they? It explains how the wounds that killed her weren't inflicted recently. So it's true, Shima's corpse and Mikuru Kusaba's corpse belong to the same person? Wait, but then... Huh? What does that mean? Since we're actually 9 victims, not 10, it means that someone we thought was dead is actually still alive. And they're the puppet master. Who is it, dude? Who's the puppet master? Isn't it obvious? Mikuru Kusaba. She's still alive. She used Enoshima's corpse. So it appears as though she herself was dead. Therefore, Mikuru Kusaba is still alive. She has to be. You have nothing to say? I'm right, aren't I? Mikuru Kusaba is alive? Mikuru Kusaba is still alive? But, is that really the case? No, I don't think so. It's not possible for her to be alive. And why is it not possible for her to be alive, Nagi? I want to know. I'm pretty sure that the 3 people watching this will want to know too. Mikuru Kusaba's cause of death. Okie dokie. It's not remotely obvious which one I'm using at all. The body we found in the garden. That was not Mikuru Kusaba. So Mikuru Kusaba is alive? Yes, she did by pretending Enoshima's body was hers. And that means Mikuru Kusaba is the puppet master. How about that, Monokuma? Your gig is up. Crickets. What? Assuming Mikuru Kusaba is alive, and that means the body we found in the garden wasn't hers. Is that really the case? $100 points, motherfuckers. No, there's no question about the body we found in the garden. There's no question that the body we found in the garden was Mikuru Kusaba. Her body measurements match the information in Mikuru Kusaba's student profile exactly. Isn't that right, Kirigiri? Mikuru Kusaba's height is 169 centimeters, and her weight is 44 kilograms. Her bust 80 centimeters, waist 55 centimeters, hip 82 centimeters. All of which exactly match the corpse. And to top it off, there's also her Fenrir tattoo. I'm positive that it was Mikuru Kusaba's body. But if she's not alive, then who? Someone who's actually alive is pretending to be dead. There's only one person it could be. Make an accusation. It's obviously one of the dead guys. So Mizuno, Ishimaru, Enoshima, Kogami, Uwada. Alright, so we can basically take out guys. We can basically just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just go straight for it, because they used Mikuru Kusaba's body to pretend it was hers. Junko Enoshima, she's the one who's still alive, it couldn't be anyone else. Is that really true though? Huh? I'll admit that as long as Mikuru Kusaba is dead, but the only other possibility is Junko Enoshima. However, we watched her get skewered before our very eyes. For Junko Enoshima to still be alive, her death would have to have been a performance. But you yourself confirmed that she was dead, did you not? Come to think of it. I gently brought my hand to Anoshima's dead body. Like we do on TV and the movies, I checked her pulse in her neck and wrist. She's already dead. No, she's really dead. Not already. Of course she's already dead. There was no other way to say it. She was completely and utterly dead. I confirmed that she had died with my own hands. Enoshima was dead. There's no question that she was dead. Then, all this about her being alive is probably wrong. You've already retracted your claim. And you tried so hard too, I feel for you, Nagi, but it seems like your logic wasn't quite so logical. Too bad, so sad. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh. You haven't given up yet, have you, Nagi? Huh? Of course not, there's no way I'd give up. Well, I'm glad you haven't given up. How do you plan to clear up this problem you've gotten yourself into? Junko Enoshima is unmistakably dead. And Mikuru Kusaba is also unmistakably dead. So if we're both dead, dude, we're the only survivors? What about flipping the problem on its head? Huh? Flipping it on its head? Assuming Junko Enoshima is alive, how did she manage to survive? How she survived? I confirmed myself, so I'm positive she's dead. She's still alive despite that, and does that mean it wasn't Junko Enoshima who was murdered? But it wasn't Junko Enoshima, but someone else? Using some sort of trick? I love the music that goes with the anagram. I said this last episode. It's amazing. Switch! And an eye. I need an eye. Look, take the eye. Take the eye. And the C. God damn. You have to hit the eye twice. No. That's the worst trying to repeat it. Ever. I've got it. What if Junko Enoshima switched places with someone? Switched places? What I'm saying is, she switched places with someone before being killed. And that someone was Mikuru Kusaba. If so, then that would make the body we used in the garden murder Mikuru Kusaba's as well. On top of that, Junko Enoshima's measurements match the info in Mikuru Kusaba's student profile. But if they switch places... How to explain what we saw that day, dude? That was most definitely Shima who got speared. Anyway, when exactly did they switch places? Did you perhaps use some secret ninja art to switch places just before she was killed? Yeah, there isn't any way they could have made the switch. I guess we're on the wrong track. There is a way. There's one way the two of them could have switched places that covers all the possibilities. All of these possible issues after she died, just before she died, from the beginning, motherfuckers. It's likely that the two of them had switched places from the beginning. Huh? From the beginning? From the time we first met, if we assume the two of them had already switched places then. There's no need to make a switch just before she's killed. Because the person who was killed was Mikuru Kusaba all along. Wait, then the Shima we met was actually Mikuru Kusaba? So that means we've actually met Mikuru Kusaba? I even let her talk. I even talked to her like it was no big deal. We all met knowing little about one another. So the moment Mikuru Kusaba introduced herself as Junko Enoshima, we had no way of telling the difference. That's how they switched places, by doing so before anyone could notice. But hey, didn't Mikuru Kusaba have a tattoo on the back of her hand? There wasn't a tattoo on Enoshima's hand, though, was there? I'm sure she just kept it hidden using foundation or something. and as a result of the explosion, when the water used to put out the fire, it came off, revealing the tattoo. And on that note, the fake nails on Mikuro Kusaba's corpse are the same red fake nails Junko Enoshima wore. But if she was using foundation, yes, it means the lack of the tattoo is insufficient proof that someone isn't Mikuro Kusaba. So you did us a huge favor by not catching on to that during this discussion about who attacked Naegi. Too bad for you, Monokuma. It's too late to deny it now. Seriously? This whole thing has been in the works from the get-go? I must admit, it's quite the elaborate scheme having Mikuro Kusaba assume the role of Junko Enoshima. And they were able to pull off something so elaborate because they were working together. To be working with Mikuro Kusaba, a member of Super Duper High School Despair. That means it's possible that Junko Enoshima is also a member of the Super Duper High School Despair. I'd have thought that would have been obvious. What's wrong? Did you lose the will to argue? He's just scared, that's all. Scared? Scared of what? Fear and terror are emotions rooted in hope. All I have is despair, so such emotions mean nothing to me. Then why the silent routine? Because you're retarded. You really think I'm Junko Enoshima? As if. Then tell me why you tried to obscure information about the real Junko Enoshima. I tried to obscure info about Enoshima. Why did I do that? I didn't think he'd admit it so easily. But try as he might, he's not fooling me, because I've caught on to his tricks. He hasn't hidden information just once, but twice. The first time the Puppet Master concealed something was during my investigation. Yeah. While I was watching the DVD with all our interviews in the AV room, wasn't just the monitor, the DVD stopped playing. Naturally, the video stopped playing. What the? Why did? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appear to be experiencing technical difficulties. Technical difficulties? Now of all times. Technical difficulties are never late nor are they early. They occur precisely when they mean to. It's almost like magic. You deliberately prevented me from watching the rest of that DVD, and the reason you did is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko Enoshima recorded there. I get it, dude. A DVD with footage of all of us would obviously have Shima on it too. If Naegi had seen the real Enoshima, he would have figured out that the Enoshima we all met on the first day was a fake. That was just a coincidence. There was no coincidence. The Master was definitely responsible. Besides, that's not the only time he tried to hide information about her from us. There's one other case aside from the DVD that I can throw in his face. Oh, for God's sake. I hate these things. So long as it doesn't do tempo up after this, I should be fine. Hells yeah. Shit. I have a kill shot before. There we go. Perfect. Perfection in a bottle, motherfuckers. 100 points on the final battle. Hells yeah. The DVD isn't the only time you tried to conceal information. You did the same with those group photos. My heart! I noticed it while I was comparing the pictures you gave everyone. There's something strange each of those pictures has in common. And what's strange about them? There's something strange about each of these pictures has in common. Junko's face is missing from all of them. She's always facing away or has something blocking it. Junko Anoshima's face. And that something is Junko Anoshima's face. Her face is the only thing that isn't shown in every single photograph. No matter how you look at it, her face not being visible in every single photograph is extremely unusual. Plus, Makoto Kusaba does appear in these pictures, which means that when they were taken, the two of them had not yet switched places. In which case, for Junko Enoshima, whose face is hidden, here is, without a doubt, the real thing. Which is exactly why you had to choose the pictures to give us where her face couldn't be seen. Because if we were to see the real Junko Enoshima's face, we would learn the truth. The Junko Enoshima we knew wasn't the one in these pictures. Zanado, I don't know how to pronounce that. Nag is right about everything. Junko Enoshima and Makoto Kusaba traded places before we met. The real Junko Enoshima, who killed Makoto Kusaba to make it appear as if she was dead, is alive now, and she's the ringleader behind the academic Coliseum. She is Super Duper High School Despair, and she is the Puppet Master. I'm not trying to pronounce that. And with that, we've revealed the Puppet Master's identity and explained how the murder was carried out. No, you've got me all wrong, see? Don't waste your breath. There's nowhere left for you to run. I'll show you the complete puzzle and bring an end to this. Are you about to put in a frickin' climax? No, you're not. Pause. Don't you just love what you can do with an emulator, folks? It's amazing. Anyway, that's it for this episode, because we're slightly overrun. So, the next episode on the top right, where you'll get to see me carrying out this climax logic. Next episode. Previous episode is on the top left. So, until next time, folks. See ya.